Okay, so now we're going to work on estimating products of whole numbers. Now remember, with estimation, the handy thing about that is that you can kind of guess about what your problem should be coming out as, and then that way it's a way for you to be able to check yourself to make sure that you're on the right track. So if you remember, we're going to be rounding to the highest value. So this 8 is going to tell this 5 to go up. So that's going to actually be 60. And then this 2 is going to tell this 2 to stay the same. So we actually end up with 60 times 20. So then I can use what we just learned in the last lesson. So 6 times 2 is 12, and then there should be 2 zeros behind it. So 1,200. All right. Let's go on to the next one. The 5 tells the 8 to go up, so this number turns into 900, and this 3 tells the other 3 to stay the same. So 900 times 30. So I know that 9 times 3 is 27, and then there's 3 zeros at the end, so I know that it's 27,000. So what I'm going to have you do now is I'm going to have you try it. So stop the video, try it out on your whiteboard. Okay, so now that you've tried it, we're going to look at this. So the 1 tells the 5 to stay the same, so that's going to be 500. The 9 tells the 1 to go up, so that's going to be 20. So we have 500 times 20. So we know that if I take the 5 times 2, that's 10, and then I can put 3 zeros behind it. And there I get my 10,000. The 9 tells the 9 to go up, and that's going to spill over into the next place, so you're going to have 100. The 7 tells the 4 to go up, and that's going to be 50. So I have 100 times 50. So 1 times 5 is 5, so I know that that's going to be the first digit there. And then I have 3 zeros behind it, and there I go, I have my 5,000. Try it again. Go ahead and stop and try out these problems. Okay, so 3 times 8, the 3 tells the 8 to stay the same. 6 times 3 tells the 3 to go up, so this is going to be 8,000 times 40. So I think about it and I go, okay, what's 8 times 4? Well, 8 times 4 is 32. And then I count the zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put my 4 zeros behind it. So I know the answer to this problem is somewhat close to that. So if I end up with like 20,000 or some other odd number, I know I'm probably not on the right track. So it's a self-checking sort of mechanism. Okay, let's look at this one. The 2 tells the 1 to stay the same, so we have 100. The 3 tells the 7 to stay the same, so we have 7,000. So we have 100 times 7,000. 1 times 7 is 7. And then how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 zeros there. And there you got 700,000. All right, we're going to try this one. A flower shop orders about 18 vases every week. Find the best estimate for how many vases they would order in 9 weeks. So take a second, stop the video, try this out. Okay, so we know that they have about 20 vases a week. Okay, we take that 18, we round it to 20. Then for 9 weeks, it's pretty close to 10 weeks, so we're going to round that to up to 10. So 20 times 10, 2 and 1, that's 2. And then we have our 2 zeros behind it, so roughly it's going to be 200 vases. Okay, try this one out. Kilauea volcano has been active since 1983. Lava is discharged from the volcano at about 7 cubic meters per second. About how many cubic meters of lava is discharged in 1 minute? Stop the video and try it out. Okay, so I go ahead and I kind of estimate and I go, okay, 7 cubic meters per second in 1 minute, which I know is 60 seconds. So I go, okay, 7 cubic meters is about the same as 10 cubic meters. And then 60 seconds is a minute, so I know 6 times 1 is 6, and then 2 zeros behind it. So I know that it's about 600 cubic meters. So now what you're going to do is you're going to actually try this out. So you're going to do page 69, 7 through 23.